Do you think it's weird how there are hundreds of thousands of people in prison for grooming or solicitation, prostitution relate charges, pimping relating charges, and yet the biggest groomers, the biggest ones, people that encourage prostitution and stuff, are actually the singers and celebrities? Do you not think that's like kind of the truth? I mean, I understand that 50 Cent. Sun started shining again. I understand that 50 Cent and Sean Paul. I have no idea about Sean Paul because I wasn't following him at all, so I don't know when he started releasing songs. But there are millions of songs online that groom people into thinking that there's nothing wrong with selling your ass for money. You know, there's millions of songs that have girls wearing thongs, pushing their ass up into pushing their crack, let's just say that the crack of their ass, like so you can see their vagina except they've got a tiny bit of material on it, and then they're just shoving it in front of the camera whilst people blow money at it. I mean, there's so many of these videos out there, and yet there's hundreds of thousands of people in prison for grooming one or two people, and yet the biggest groomers are actually in the music industry, and yet they get to live in big mansions, in big homes. You know what I think it's to do? I think it's got absolutely nothing to do with society not wanting groomers to exist, not wanting people to solicitate or promote prostitution. I think the people who tax, who take tax off people. You know, I think the tax man realizes that these singers and celebrities, or these just music, that there is money in music and in selling music, and therefore, if selling music means selling prostitution and you know encouraging guys to believe that it's fine to go out and spend money on arse, not on girls. Call them arse. They're not girls. They're not people. They're bitches. They're hoes. They're pussy. They're just walking sex toys. You know, there's so many songs that promote this view, um, and yet there's so many people in prison for doing this to one or two girls. You know, or you've solicited this, or you've encouraged these sex acts, or you've taken a girl from one state to another state to have sex with someone. So we're going to put you in prison for 10 years over that. And yet the people who are making music and literally telling people that, oh yeah, we get this ass, all this ass, and then just saying nonsense. A lot of the songs are absolute nonsense and trash songs, and yet they get to live a life of luxury, wealth, fame, even though their crime is probably, you know, Sean Paul alone. I don't know when he's been doing these songs, but if he has been doing these songs for the last 10 years, I would guess that he's probably turned about 1 million people into prostitutes because they've listened to his songs. They liked his earlier songs. You know, I liked his earlier work. I used to dance a lot to them in clubs, but shake that thing, Miss Alagala, shake that thing. Um, you know, there's some really catchy songs that get into your head. And then I've started listening to more and more of his songs, and a lot of them are just wiggle your ass in front of the camera and we'll give you money, and this is promoted as a good thing. And it's crazy to me how he has probably groomed. I mean, if these songs have been going on for 10 years, he has probably groomed about 1 million people into thinking that prostitution is fine, and yet he gets to live a life of wealth, fame, luxury. Taxman takes a lot of money off him as well too. And yet, if someone takes a girl from one state to another to actual solicitate a sexual act, they get they get accused of is that I think that's even accused of sex trafficking. Like people don't seem to have a clue what sex trafficking is here, and so soliciting sex in a different state counts as sex trafficking to them, and it's just, yeah, I think it's absolutely, it proves that this world doesn't care about people. It just cares about um, it just cares about making money and helping people at the top, and not being very realistic. I don't think it proves people don't care about people. I think it proves that people are stupid and don't know how to don't see the wrong and right in something. You know, the wrong in huge amounts of music videos promoting ass as just something you can buy. that is grooming, that is sexual exploitation, because girls are watching it, getting inspired and thinking, I want to sell my ass. I need money. Oh, look, I can have people throw money at my ass if I just go to a strip club and shake my ass for money. And there's these women are put down and shamed in reality, but in the music industry and in the songs, it's promoted as it's glorifying it, and so you've got this massive contradiction, and yet it seems strange how people who would prosecute people for sex grooming don't seem to realize that actually there's far more sex grooming in the music industry in songs than there is actually in the clients that they're trying to prosecute or defend or stuff. And yeah, and also curious about what's going on with Justin Timberlake. I know he's got a new album coming up, but I'm still not too sure like how to think about it in terms of him, because um, I think he links to Martin, but I don't know what that actually means any longer, because he's Martin could just be a guy who literally knows nothing and is just has no interest in anything. So I'm curious about what he's doing, because I'm curious. I am curious to know what Martin. In, I I have unfinished business when it comes to him, because I still don't know anything, um, and I don't know if he knows or anything. And so yeah, I'm finding Justin Timberlake's. There was rumors of alleged divorce, but the person who keeps talking about it is the Britney Spears mad fan who's madly in support of Britney Spears despite her complete mental illness. And yeah, he was talking about someone else allegedly getting divorced, and he was going on and on about how he shouldn't speculate that divorces are happening, wait till it's happening. And yet when it comes to Justin and Britney, he completely changes his tune and just tries to put as much judgment on Justin as he can. So I can't listen to that. But anyway, it I'm watching what's happening to Justin, because I feel like it's linked to Martin, and I don't know when this is going to end. Every second of every day, I'm just waiting for people to talk to me, and I don't know if I've got months or years to go, and and I feel like answers can lie with Martin, and therefore I'm interested in Justin because I think he links to that. But other than that, I don't really know what to say.